Hello, my name is Ben. Here I am today with doing a very different video than what I normally do. For this video, I've mentioned this in the past, like the last two videos. There won't be a normal video on Wednesday, first off, so, sorry about that, annoyed about that, but there's a reason. Today, Tuesday, February 18th, 2020, marks the 1 year anniversary of this channel. I made my first video on it, February 18th, 2019. So, yeah, to commemorate this monumentous occasion, I've decided to do a bit of a retrospective, do a little bit of look back on every single, not every single, but, a lot of the stuff I've done on this channel, most of the significant stuff that I've done on it, just talk about it for a bit. This video might go on for a while, and if you really don't care, then you don't need to watch it, but it's just mostly for me, as a look back on everything that I've done. So, like I mentioned, February 18th, 2019, I made my first video. A bit of a simple stop-motion video of me just including this character, Rex Dangervest, in his spacesuit minifigure, I guess. It was just a simple stop-motion with him looking around and taking off his helmet and putting it back on. Pretty simple stuff. Maybe not the greatest, but, it was alright for me. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And, my first video did quite well. Still has 213 views, 12 likes, and 1 dislike. So, I guess people liked it. It was pretty simple. Like, yeah, it was pretty good. But, anywho, skipping a couple of videos. Just some more stop-motion tests. There was a walking test and, an update video of the same first video. I don't know why I did it, but, Anywho, the next video was a minifigure. It was my first minifigure review, just going over this figure here, the Scarlet Spider. Well, I know he goes by different names of comics and TV shows or whatever, but I was going over this figure. It was a completely silent video. I didn't say anything. It was only 31 seconds, and just you hear me breathing, and it was very bad, and I don't like it at all. I might do another video. I might do an update with me actually speaking, but who knows. But, here he is. That video was released March 11th of 2019, so, there you go. Next, moving on to one of the more significant videos. My first little mock showcase was of this guy right here, the G1 Epsilon Human Enhancement Suit. I've made quite a few updates to him since that video, which was released March 27th of 2019, so, here he is. It was a pretty interesting video for me. First one I ever spoke in. I don't know, just a unique video. Something new. I just wanted to show off this mech I built. Still pretty proud of it even today. Bit of flimsy at times, but still pretty good, and I'm quite proud of it. I think that's all I have to say about it. But yeah. And I guess they were daily videos. The next 2 days, I did the other two members of the G series. The G3 Alpha Human Enhancement Suit and the G2 Gamma Human Enhancement Suit. So, this is the entire G series. Well, let me get the G1. So, there's all three of them. So, yeah. Technically there's the G's... sorry. Technically there's the G0 Theta Human Enhancement Suit, but I'm not showing that one because it was more of a afterthought, I guess. But here's the original three. I'm still quite proud of them to this day. Maybe not my best work, but still very proud of them. The G2 video was released March 28th, and the G3 video was released March 29th, because, I did them one day after each other. But, that was those three. Quite proud of them, even to this day. I have modified them since those videos, so, they do look a bit different. Give me a second. Not really have much else to say, other than for most of the other videos. I did a modification of the Spider Mech, and there was the stop motion of an instructions thing I did with the G0, which I mentioned. But right after the Spider-Man mech modification video, I did a very maybe well-known video on my channel. April 20th, 2019, I released the video on these two. The Iron Man, the Hulkbuster and War Machine Buster video. To this day, it is the most viewed video on my channel, with 2,066 views, 29 likes, and 9 dislikes. So, it did quite well, and even to this day, I'm still blown away about how well this did. My mind is blown that 29 people actually wanted to like the video, and some people left comments asking for a tutorial, which we'll mention in a bit. But it just still blows my mind. I'm glad a lot of people liked it. Sure, 9 people disliked it, which, it's fine. Though it does kind of bother me that no one actually told me why they disliked it. Like, if you want to tell me why, then I want to improve as a mock builder, so I'd appreciate giving me criticism. But, I'm still blown away that these did so well. I'm quite proud of... oh, jeez. Oh, boy. I'm quite proud of these. Not my best work, I'd say. Posability is a little restrictive. The gray on the Hulkbuster is very jarring, I'd say, and doesn't really look that great. But other than that, it was quite well done, and I'm quite proud of it. But moving onward, skipping a couple videos, I made an ATRT video and the G0 Theta Human Enhancement Suit video. After that, I released a whole sort of series of videos revolving around these rainbow-colored vehicles and warriors. The story is they're all fighting out on this one planet over resources. I'm still developing a whole larger narrative with a lot of my mocks, including the G series, these ones, and a couple others that I'll mention later. But yeah, you'll see this one. The Striker was the first one released as a video. Give me a second. Let me check the date. I'm having to go through my videos to check the date because I really don't remember any of these. May 1st, 2019 was when I released the video. 79 views, 3 likes. Quite proud of it. Did decently, I'd say. I called it a tank because I didn't really have a name for it at the time. But it's pretty good. I really like it even to this day. Maybe the bright colors may be a bit off-putting for some people, but after building the G series of just grays and blacks, I really wanted to do something more unique and vibrant. And I had these tank treads in red, and I wanted to just do something with these. And that's what I did. So yeah, to this day, I'm very proud of this one. A lot of colors and just brightness and just really cool. I really like it. Moving onward, the week after that, let me see here. May 8th, 2019, I did the blue one, which I still haven't had a completely developed name for it. It was supposed to be a more tank-based, heavy-duty, just well-armored, a bit slow vehicle. Just blue, which is my favorite color. So, it's definitely might be my favorite. Actually, no. My favorite's still the Striker. It's the first one I built. But yeah, here's the blue one. I don't know what to call him. But here he is. Just, definitely changed him a bit since that video, but yeah, he's still pretty good. Yeah. Quite proud of him. Let me just see here. I didn't really have a creative name for it at the time. And I still don't have a lot of creative names for most of my vehicles, because it's really hard for me to think of names. 75 views, 2 likes. Quite well. I like it quite a bit, but yeah. Moving on, there was the custom Lego Walker video, which was a green 4-legged vehicle I built. Not much to say about it. It's alright. It's definitely not one of my favorite ones. It's a little funky. After that was the spaceship. It was supposed to be Star Wars related, but I don't have it here to show. Then, there was the other video, the day after that. Well, it was, hang on, let me check here. It's definitely a much more unprofessional video that I've made, But May 24th, 2019, I released a video going over this one. A yellow one to go along with the other the other ones. I built them out of just wanting to make the finish off the primary colors. And after that, since I had a green one, I just finished off the secondary colors, which we'll mention in a bit. I have an orange one and a purple one, but I won't be showing those because I don't know, I just don't feel like it. But here he is. Like him quite a bit. Not my favorite, but I like some of the yellowish orange for contrast, or not really contrast, but just a stripe on this one side, just give it uniqueness. I'm gonna leave him here. But yeah, quite proud of it. Like the use of this car piece or train piece for the cockpit. But not much to say about him. Decent video, 4 likes, 64 views. Video after that was the bomber, which was supposed to go along with that spaceship that I built. Then after that was finishing off the Rainbow series with the purple one, which is just a simple scooper. Not much to say about him. It's alright. Now the video after this is definitely one of my favorite videos, and this is probably my favorite mock that I've ever built. If you'll just give me a second to bring him over here. It was what I called the custom LEGO Resistance based on Dakar mock. I have brought it over here, but I didn't bring the entire thing because it would have just been too much of a pain. But, oh shoot, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to bring back the camera for this. Just give me a second. Here it is. Let me just bring that down. Yeah, it's huge. I didn't bring the landing pad area because it just would have been taking too much time, and and time is of the essence, and this video is gonna be like 30 minutes or something, but I don't really mind. Here it is. One of my favorite videos, one of my favorite mocks that I've ever built. My largest mock, I'm pretty sure it's my largest mock. But, you know, I really like the video. 212 views, 7 likes, 1 dislike. Dislike. I wish these people would tell me why I didn't like it. Oh, well. Quite well. Definitely want to know more comments that I've gotten on the video. And, like, a lot of people being positive and saying they really like it, which I appreciate. It's always nice to get positive feedback, especially when I'm just... Well, and this is, like, my mock with the most pride that I feel in it, because, you know, just something I really like. But, and also, like, right here, you'll see the spaceship that I mentioned. So, you know, there it is. This was released, I didn't check, did I? Nope. I'm just going to go for unprofessional, just going over all my mocks here, and just all the videos that I've done, because I don't know, it's just fun. June 12th, 2019 is when I made this video. One that I'm quite proud of, and just, again, I'm a little sad that it's not my most viewed video, because I know that sounds a little, like, prideful and selfish, but, like, don't get me wrong, I like the Hulkbuster, but for 2,000 views, I don't know. I wish, I sound, like, really prideful and, like, conceited, but I just really wish a lot more people saw this one. I mean, I'm not complaining about 212 views, 7 likes. I really appreciate the people who saw this and liked it and commented. But I wish a lot more people saw this, but I really like it. Anywho, really appreciate everyone who saw this one. Moving on. Just move this out of the way. Let me see what's next here. Alright. The robots I built, which was to be like adversaries to the G series. I didn't bring all of them here. Well, actually, I shouldn't bring that one in the frame. Not yet. The second to largest, well, the second one here, just the, like, second scale, I'd say. I don't really have much to say about them. The Hunter, I didn't bring the Stalker or the Rocketeer, because I figured this one's my favorite out of the 3. In that one video that I made, the Custom LEGO Robot Mocks, released June 19th, 2019. It's just, like, the main one from that video that I just really like the most. Not the best build, I'd say, nowadays, because it's pretty fragile. I say it's like it was a long time ago, but it wasn't that long ago. But it is a bit fragile in some areas, and stability is a bit of an issue, but it's still one I'm quite proud of, even to this day. But, you know, kind of wanted to savor it. One that I quite like. The video after that is the one I accidentally... Wait, no, never mind, dang it. The video after that was my tutorial on the Hulkbuster and War Machine Buster, because a lot of people, or like 2 people, commented on they wanted to see a tutorial on that video, which I did. I did stop motion. It was just added some stupid music to it, and you know, it did pretty well. 331 views. So I'm glad. Oh man. So I'm glad a lot of people liked it. So you know, there. Now, with that done, moving on to what I actually brought into frame. The Ranger, which was the last of the robot series, which is supposed to be the adversary to the G3. So, you know, here he is. Still quite proud of him to this day. Definitely one of my better, like, larger scale. It's not really a mech, it's a robot, but it's, like, similar in builds to some of those. So I'm quite proud of this one. You know, liking quite a bit. Even now, that was 7 months ago, 110 views. Excuse me, apologies for some of my voice issues. But, you know, 110 views 7 months ago. I am using my phone for reference, but it is failing on me. So, oh well. This was a video a while ago when I actually noted that I ran out of ideas for building mocks, and I just kind of stopped for a while. And in that time, I decided to go with a sub-series that I called Construction Mock Showcases, where I'd go over just mock showcases, but I alternated between weeks between doing minifigure reviews. I started off doing minifigure reviews with the... second, if we get them over here. This one, the Heroic Age Iron Man. It was a custom figure. So yeah. Some more figures that I did. Here are just some of the Iron Man figures. They're knockoffs that I went over. These were alright. So, yep, yeah. But the main thing was I did these construction mock showcases. I did one for my modified Toa, which was Tahu, which you see here. And I also did a modified Gali and Liwa. So, yeah. The one after that was the one on Akotan Villagers, which I just showed my modified versions of those. They're more like mocks and not really modifications with their own little vehicles. I just brought the water one here because I don't know. Well, and then I believe after that was the villains that I built for them. Oh wait, no, I made a mistake. Oh well, I made an error, and it would appear that the one after the Akotan Villagers video, there was the one on Heroes. So, here's Furno, which I built. Quite proud of this figure. Like him quite a bit. I mean, it's a bit simplistic build because, it's CCBS, and CCBS isn't a particularly involved system. But, that video had Stormer, Furno, Breeze, and Surge. Oh, yeah, and Rocco. So, yeah, not really much to say about it. Like most of them quite a lot. I mean, they are simplistic builds because, again, CCBS isn't particularly the most complex system, but I like them quite a bit, and, so, yeah. Again, should probably say that I was alternating between minifigure showcases. The video right after the, the order that they went in was Heroic Age Iron Man, you can see right here. Then it went from the Construction Mock Showcases video on the Toa. Then it went to the knockoff of the Mark 27 suit. Then it went to the Akotan Villagers. Then it went to the Mark 27 suit, which then and after that it went to the Hero Showcases. Then it went to the Mark 23, and then it went to the one that I actually brought into frame. I am so professional, I know. The Villains Part 1, which showed the, this is the combined version of all three of them, which you can see their subparts a bit here. Of these three, like, elemental villains, you can see electricity, poison, and fire, or magma, I'd say. I did go into that video about how I was very much inspired by Dr. Scorpion X and James Bricks' older videos where he go over his, Hero Factory mocks. Definitely a lot of an inspiration for me with my construction days, which I'm still showing off here. Also, I believe I didn't mention that the Construction Mock Showcases video on the Heroes is my longest video, I believe, with 22 minutes. Well, there is one other one, but I'm not gonna mention. Well, I might mention him briefly, but it's a bit complicated, I'd say. Anywho, after that one, I did a minifigure review on the Mark 21 Midas suit, and then went on to make one on my other villains, which I brought one of them here. I didn't want to bring them all. He was the smaller one. He was like the leader of the little small ones with the flamethrowers. There's also the larger one with who I tried to implement gear functions with. That didn't really work out. So, yeah. Anywho, after that video, there was my first set review, which was over, if you just give me a second to bring him into frame, the homing spider droid, and, just a set review over this thing. You just farther back to the figures. I did modify the Commander Fox in it, so, there it is. As a video, I think it was alright. I mean, sure, maybe not the best, because even now I'm not particularly educated on my exact terms for parts, but I really don't care that much to, actually do it. But, you'll see them here. Pretty good set. I still think that, definitely the main draw of it was the Commander Fox, which, it's pretty good minifigure, I'd have to say. But, yeah, I think that's all I have to say for that video. Move these out of the way. And then the video after that was going back to mock showcases with a transforming Lego mech. I called it the ACES, the Adaptive Combat Enhancement Suit. It was just a simple transforming mech. It wasn't the most advanced design, and it was a bit limited on articulation, and it was mostly just sacrificed for a gimmick that it could actually, transform into a small speeder. But, it's pretty good, and I think it was all right. Now, the video, I do run a podcast with my friend Dave, where we talk about different topics in the LEGO community and give our thoughts on them. Out of an error on my part, I uploaded the video on my channel, which it is technically the longest video on the channel, which is 1 hour and 34 minutes and 33 seconds. But, it's mostly related to that channel, so I don't really count it as one of my videos. But, anywho. Video after that was another transforming robot, which is supposed to be, related to the robot series. And the Aces is sort of, kind of related to the, G series, but, Now, the video after this is one that was the first one I did with, let me see, set comparisons. I've only done 2 of these for reasons that I don't have a lot of different sets to compare, but, here it is. It was between the 2 Zane snowmobiles that LEGO's released. One from the Fang Pirate Truck Ambush and the other one from, the, Legacy set that I don't remember the name of. Sorry about that. But, it was a pretty enjoyable video. I liked it quite a bit. I haven't really been going over, the views and whatever, because I really don't care to at this point. Because this video's already gone on. It's going to be my longest video, honestly. And I just kind of want to keep this a little bit more brief. Anywho, it was just a simple video comparing the 2. I definitely prefer the newer one over the older one. The older one isn't just really something I like too much. But, they're both decent. Well, the older one's still decent, but it's just, I prefer the newer one. But, yeah, it was just a pretty decent video. I liked it quite a bit. And, the one after that was going over the Fang Pirate Truck Ambush set, which had the, older Snowspeeder, or, not Snowspeeder, but, Zane Snowmobile. So, that was a pretty decent video. I liked it quite a bit. 66 views. I don't remember. Got a couple comments from people. That one was pretty nice. I liked that video quite a lot because I'd say quite in depth with it, at least to me. Went over the box. Oh, geez. Went over the box art and the instructions and some of the stuff in that. And also that set had an error with it, with how they show put one of the mini heads on each other or something. But that's all I have to say for that. I think. Video after that is another significant one to me. If you just give me a second to find it. It was I call it another custom Lego mech mock because I didn't at the time, and even now I don't really have a name for it. But here it is. I'm quite surprised about how popular that video was. I didn't really expect it to do super well because I'm not honestly that proud of this mech, honestly. I mean, I guess people liked it and that's fine. 301 views. I want to check. Give me a second. Statistics and whatnot, but yeah, we're doing that. 301 views, 11 likes, which I'm still quite blown away by. And, 0 dislikes, which is, nice. I have changed it a bit since then. But, I mean, I think it's alright. I mean, I'm not too proud of, articulation. And, the hand design is kind of funky to me. But, it's, decent enough, I'd say. And I guess, the faceplate isn't that good for me. But I am quite glad that people really like this one a lot. Not to me, one of my better creations, but I guess a lot of people did like it, so, that's pretty nice. Like it quite a bit. And, I'm glad that a lot of people liked it as well. So, here it is, just again. And just putting this off to the side. Let me see. I haven't gone to, when these videos have been released, but since this one's a bit more significant to me, since, a lot of people really did like it, I want to see when it was made. October 16th of 2019, we're getting a lot more recently, and we're getting towards the end. Oh, and yeah, it could also transform in that. I don't really mention that feature of it. But, moving on, the only other set comparison I ever did was between the 2, well, not the 2, but the main Samurai X Mech sets. There have been 4 released, but the 2 I did was the one from 2012 and the one from 2019 in Legacy. So, yeah, it was just a simple comparison between the 2 sets. Personally, I prefer the older one. It's such a lot bigger build. Personally, better minifigures to me. And, I do like the smaller one, just because it's a well-built mech for its size. And a just decent mech for its size, and it's a pretty good price, I gotta say. And you get a lot of good pieces from it if you're, a mech builder like me and, just getting pieces from it. But yeah, it's kind of what to say for that video. Next one was 3 months ago. We're getting pretty close now. Did quite well. Quite surprised by that. Give me a second here. It was my custom Lego Ice Dragon video. You know, pretty. This is definitely my favorite of the dragons that I built, because this was a whole series that I built for all of the ninja. Well, almost all of the ninja. There was a smaller one for Lloyd, and I never built one for Nia. So yeah, I wasn't really sure how to do that for her, but video was released October 30th, 2019. You see it before, right in front of you. Quite proud of it even now. Like it quite a bit. Nice, smooth, decent colors, I'd say. I mean, I guess it's a little basic because it's just mostly white and some translucent elements. And some issues, these wings pop off quite a bit. Definitely not the best wings, but I do prefer them being brick built other than those fabric wings. I despise those. Or I guess they're plastic, but whatever. And I did use the Ultra Dragon heads for nearly all of these. So, yeah. That's kind of all I just say for that. And the whole series. The one after that I did was for the Earth Dragon for Cole. Pretty decent. Like it quite a bit. And after that was the Fire Dragon. And then that same day I did a video talking about, like, Kappa. And, like, I mean, I wasn't particularly accurate on that. Talking about how, like, at the time, I thought the changes were added right then, but it turns out that when I recorded that video, it was only for specifying if your channel was for kids or not, which, you know, I say it's not, but it's a bit of a gray area. But the week after that, I did one on the Lightning Dragon for Jay. It's a yellow and white for, you know, dragon. Apologies for my voice again. It's, you know, issues. Maybe I've been a bit under the weather. Week after that was the Nindroid Dragon. It was like my personal smaller version of it. Like, it doesn't really look like the set. It's just my own version. A lot of my dragons use like the same builds for them, so you can kind of get a small idea. And I mean, you may or may not have seen that video, so who knows. Now, I think it was the week after that, December 1st, 2019, and that entire week of December 1st, I decided to do this debatably good idea of doing, because this time was the 10-year anniversary of one of LEGO's more forgotten and not well-loved themes by most, other than me. LEGO Ben 10. I decided to do a little bit of a anniversary commemoration of it by, you know, reviewing all of the sets and the combiner models. I started with Swamp Fire, December 1st, 2019. Then each of the days afterwards, that entire week, I did Promo Stone after that, Humongous Roar after that, Jet Ray after that, Spider Monkey after that, Big Chill after that, and I did the combo models on Saturday. So, yeah, it's kind of all I have to say for those. Maybe not the best I've done. And by the end of it, I was kind of just repeating points, because most of these sets use, like, the same pieces. And usually the only unique elements are, like, colors, small little gimmicks of the sets, like, for Swamp Fire particularly, his little pieces, I don't know what they are. And, you know, the headpiece is always different for each of them. But, you know, I enjoyed it a bit. Wasn't maybe not the best thing I've ever done, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So, yeah. We just pop this guy back in. But, you know, after that whole week, I went back to making videos. After that, I wasn't able to record in that older location that I used to do. So the next video after that was a custom Lego vehicle, my Ultra Thunder Raider. It was supposed to be like a, I don't know what you'd say, like supposed to be like a mix of the like Ultra Stealth Raider and like J vehicle. I'm not really sure what you'd say, but you know, it's all right. I like it all a bit, but in retrospect, I'm not really that fond of it. But you know, it is a vehicle. It was a splitting up vehicle where you could split into two bikes, one large car, and like a plane. So, you know, it was alright. The video after that, the week after that, was a video I quite a bit. One I was holding off on doing for quite a while. But I did then. December 18th, 2019, which was 2 months from now. 2 months ago. Exactly. Was this video, my another LEGO mech. This one I call the White Knight. One that I like quite a bit. Maybe not the best on my mechs. You'll probably notice that the arms use a lot of CCBS in them because, you know, at the time I didn't really have a lot of parts, I'd say. So, you know, here it is. See it again. Haven't really changed it much since that video, but, you know, I do really like this one a lot. It's definitely one I'm quite proud of, even if it's not the best, but, you know, it's not really my best work. I actually, I like it a lot. I like it. One of my larger mechs for sure. But yeah, there it is. 92 views, 3 likes, 0 dislikes. Like it quite a bit. Some nice comments, which you do appreciate. People comment. So yeah. The video after that, I didn't make a video the week after that. Well, I mean, I did. On that Thursday, I made a haul video showing off what I got for Christmas, which at the time was the Rexcelsior and the Rex's Rexplorer, which I do quite like a lot, having built them. Very, very good sets, I gotta say. But yeah, I didn't make a real video that week. The week after that, I did a video on like a Golden Dragon alternate build that I made. Pretty decent. I like it quite a bit. And yeah, I did pretty well. 234 views, pretty crazy. You know, 11 likes, which I appreciate a lot from people who actively like to like my videos and, you know, like what I build. So, you know, I appreciate that. Some nice comments from people, which I appreciate. But, you know, like that one quite a bit. And now the one after this, if you give me a second, was another mech. Like, I really like building mechs. I really like mechs a lot. This, as a concept and like all the various different designs you can make with them. So, you know, after that, another one. Not much of a surprise, I'd say. If you give me a second, another mech. I call this one Libra. Got his own video. Changed him a bit since then, mostly the cockpit, which was at the time trans clear. Now it's just a black, trans black. 95 views, 7 likes, which I appreciate from people. Again, I like them. I appreciate when people like my videos and like what I build. I think it's a bit of a different design from most of my other mechs. I do quite like the technique I used for the legs. If I do sound a little bit prideful, I apologize. But January 8th, 2020, we're getting pretty close. But, you know, here he is. Like him quite a bit. I like him a lot. Definitely one of my more fonder mechs. One of the mechs I feel more fond towards. There. Oh boy. Getting close to the end here, folks. Now the video after that, take a guess. It was another mech. Give me a second to go find it.